on my point of view, this strategy is coming from the long time. I remember the Green Book on Innovation in 1995, and already in this Green Book on Innovation, we were speaking about InterCluster'08. So it's very important that the Commission, the European Commission, has a strategy on this, and it will be very interesting for us. I'm working in the network of the French Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It's very important for us to have a sort of strategic vision, and we hope so very quickly strategic tools to apply. And we are very keen to share our experiences with European. It's already the case, but in a sort of European strategy to share our experiences, best practices, and tools.
I do think we have a strategy now in Europe about clusters and cooperation between clusters. We should now hope that policymakers will keep degrees of freedom to the operators and not operate themselves as a deployer of clustering. So this is very important and not so obvious to consider as a basic point. So degrees of freedom have to be kept to operators, and yes, that's it basically, which will enable cooperation. There is also a point that we shouldn't confuse, is the difference between coordination and centralization. Sometimes, yes, for sure, there is a need for better coordination between possibly fragmented initiatives, but there is no need for more centralization. That's the contrary of clusters.
Well, our network was founded, the Council of European BioRegions was founded to defragment biotechnology across Europe. And we try very hard to break down particularly the political and the geographical boundaries between clusters, because the companies that operate within those clusters do not see them. So it is very difficult to work where a definition of a cluster is imposed politically or geographically upon it. So we're very keen to see increased communication and working between clusters, not competing. We're trying to move away from that stance now, because when Europe competes, it must compete as one cluster, not a collection of many.
We don't have a one strategy for InterCluster as the one that is being described by my colleagues here. What we've seen, though, is a real collaboration on very specific topics. There are clusters like the Montreal one that is working with the Toronto one to bring together the strengths of the two regions and learn. There's also a liaison with the one in San Diego, and we keep working on developing those specific working relationships.
Well, I think that having an intercluster strategy is probably something that would foster the collaboration, the partnerships between different actors, and to bring them together in complex projects in order to build complex products and services. The different actors are positioning on different steps of the value chain, and having an intercluster strategy and an intercluster approach would probably facilitate the integration of the different contributions from the different actors, whether they are big or small actors. And since we are in the approach, the idea of taking the best of innovation from anywhere in the world, and so from anywhere in Europe, so it's probably something which is worth doing in connecting clusters in order to have the best-in-class actors in such or such aspect of an innovation of or product.